You're listening to The Mary Jones Show on the Talk of Connecticut.
Well, it was so nice to see an old friend, our next guest, at the 40 Under 40 event at the Connecticut Convention Center that the Hartford Business Journal puts on each year. And this year, again, they hit it out of the park. He was one of the judges this year for the 40 Under 40. He's the CEO of Leadership Greater Hartford, Ted Carroll. Hello, Ted.
Well, hello, Mary. Yes, one of the judges, but certainly because I couldn't possibly be one of the candidates any of those wonderful people recognize, I far exceeded the qualities they're looking for. I'm way over 40.
I know. But what an impressive, you and there were two other judges, and it couldn't have been easy because I know that there were about 150 people nominated over, and you had to narrow it down to 40, and I was so impressed with all of them. So excellent job.
Well, thank you very much. And I would tell you that judging was very hard this year. This first time I've done this, but I was stunned and really astonished by the quality of nominations that were made, and honestly has infused in me an extra level of hope for our future. If we can hand our world and our community off to the likes of the people we were recognizing the other night, we're all in very good shape.
What a nice comment. I could not agree more. Well, Ted Carroll, CEO of Leadership Greater Hartford, you have an exciting event coming up. It's your Polaris Awards. Before we talk about that, I want to make sure that everyone knows what you all do over at Leadership Greater Hartford, and you've been heading it up for many years now, Ted.
Well, I have had the great privilege for the last 27 years of serving as the president of Leadership Greater Hartford, having first been a participant way back in 1985. I was a member of what we now call the Quest class. And actually, the very next year, I was appointed as president, and one of the first projects we engaged in was the formation of a youth leadership program, which it took a couple of years for us to create. But next week, on October 1, we'll be celebrating the 25th anniversary of Common Ground, a youth leadership program that has been serving this region since 1988.
That is very cool. I've been aware of your Common Ground program and the wonderful things that you do. And you're going to be honoring in terms of there are going to be a couple of the Common Ground graduates that are receiving your awards.
Actually, 3 of the graduates of our program, and we have nearly 2,000 graduates from various high schools in this region who participated in Common Ground. We somehow were able to get it down to 3 people who we think exemplify the spirit of Common Ground and who really serve as guiding lights for all of us, Polaris stars, North Stars, if you will, that can provide light and guidance and hope for what the future might look like.
I love this. The Polaris Star, I know. Now, that's the same as the North Star, isn't it?
It is the same as the North Star, yes. And one of our hopes for people who participate in any of our programs, be they high school students where they participate in Common Ground, through our professional programs like Quest or Summit for executives in the area, or people who are in their third age. We just launched a new third age initiative class just a few hours ago. Regardless of what age you are, what background you are, what your socioeconomic circumstances are, we believe that our job is to help you find and develop the leadership inside you in ways that help to serve and enrich the larger community. And so part of that is to help each person find their true north. What are the guiding values that they have that they would like to act on and share with the larger community.
No wonder you've been the CEO for over 26 years. Very cool.
Well, I love this work, I must say, and how privileged that I get to do work that is absolutely in line with my interests, my values, and even some of the few skills that I do have. So it's a pleasure.
Some of the few skills. Well, so I had put a link to your website on ours this morning, talkofconnecticut.com, to make it easy for folks to get there and learn more about your Polaris Awards. This is 2013, 5:30 p.m. It's this coming Tuesday, October 1st, right at the Hartford Marriott downtown. Jen Rosati is going to be there as well, I understand.
Well, yes, indeed. So while we are recognizing 3 wonderful graduates of our program, we also thought, you know what, there is a person out there who actually has done a great job herself of identifying and developing young talent, and no one has done it better than Jen Rosati, and the role model that she has been for particularly young girls, but young people all throughout the state, and certainly those women who have worked with her as their head basketball coach at the University of Hartford. They are indeed very privileged, and she has, in a very humble way, accepted this recognition and is very excited to be with us. She'll be introduced that day by Joe D'Ambrosio, and we've got lots of good corporate support led by ING and the Travelers and our friends at CT1 Media. So we're very fortunate that we'll have more than 300 people on hand to help celebrate leadership, celebrate this community, and really give support to Leadership Greater Hartford at the same time, so that we may have another 37 years of vitality here in the Greater Hartford region.
Well, we're rooting for you. Ted, give your website, please. I put it up on our website, but...
Thank you. So leadershipgh.org, www.leadershipgh.org, and you will be able to connect with our website and learn about the 12 different program offerings that we are
out of time. Ted, have a fabulous event. Thank you. It was great seeing you the other night.
Mary, you are such a great ambassador of ours, and remember, breathe deeply.
Breathe deeply, that's right. We'll be right back with On the Money with Roger Cowan. Stay with us.